Hello, Star Wars buddies. Welcome to the Razor Crest review. And to start, we're just gonna take a look all over this box. They put a ton of images on the box, just showing some of the features. Looks like a little playability. And of course, Hasbro always gives us top-notch photos. We're going to blaze through these. You can pause it at any time, but there's a lot to get to. There's a lot going on with this ship. The crest is huge. They packed a lot into it. But we're going to try to get through this in a timely manner. The beautiful line art. Big fan. Oh, there's a close-up on a little bit of damage sustained. And here we go. So we pull out the foam block. This is the bottom of it. There's your base. Looking good. All reinforced. Top of that block, we've got our landing gear and 2 carbonite blocks. And the rest is contained on the inside. Laid out nice and neat. So we'll start with the 2 carded figures. Got the Off-World Jawa Elder, HAS-002. Looking good with those red beady eyes, and that yellow background just makes that figure pop right off the card. And he's been loaded up with tons of accessories. Great card back image. Very iconic. And we'll take a look at the back side of the card. Again, you can pause it if you want to read the write-up. Put a great image there. And now to Grogu. HAS-001. Again with the yellow background. The figure and the pram are popping. Nice vac metallized finish. And that card back image is really special. That's a great image they picked. And on the back of the card, this is probably one of my favorite images in the VC line. That's awesome. So it comes with 4 carbonite blocks. Let's give you a little bit of a close-up here. See, the sculpting is quite crisp. They didn't name the characters anywhere on the box that I could find, which I found a little strange. Good detailing on the block. It's got a hole for a stand that I guess was not included. Accessories laid out. And on to the exclusive Mando with his soft goods cape. And of course the sculpt is just unreal with Din Djarin. I mean, it's almost unbelievable for a 3 3/4 inch scale. This level of detail and the paint apps and really getting that Beskar effect. Just amazing. And now we'll check out his weapons. Again, the sculpt. Pretty crisp. Nice paint apps. The wooden stock is well represented. Looks like wood. Nice Beskar effect on the jetpack. And the sculpt is more than adequate. And his pistol's looking fantastic on the paint and the sculpt. Fits in his holster perfectly. Nice leathery effect on that holster. Of course, his rifle fits well. It's going to unpin it. And they got a hole in the strap to line up with the hole in his back. Works out pretty good. And the jetpack has the pin is offset, I guess, to accommodate the cape. And it kind of works out. Looks good. Alright, here we go with the ship. So we've got one of the guns out. Just gonna give you a little view of this. Nice finish, good weathering. We got one of the engines here. Just a tremendous amount of detailing. The finish is beautiful. The weathering. Those engine nozzles are all weathered up. They look like metal that's been heated and cooled and heated and cooled, and really good effect on those. Just detail everywhere you look on this thing. So I've taken the liberty of installing the guns and the engine pods and the landing gear. The landing gear, I guess, was a little tricky. You've really got to make sure one of those flaps are clear of the landing gear. There'll be just a little bit of rub, and then the landing gear will clear the flap as you plug it in. But if I can do it, anybody can do it. And just intense detail all over this thing. I'll try to give you a quick once over, a flyby if you will. And then we'll dig into the interior and all the various features. And the cargo hold is looking fantastic. It's actually a fair bit of weathering. Cockpit detail is off the charts. Really clean paint apps. Lots of color. Yeah, looks fantastic. Now, I'm not a big fan of this teal color, but I assure you it's not as bad in person as it shows on camera. And as you can see with the weathering effect, really tones it down in areas. So we'll get a look at this weapons locker, which I think was a bit of a miss on this vehicle. It's probably my one complaint. I tried to load some weapons in it and really struggled, so just put that on hold. It would have been nice if Hasbro had made it detachable so you could pull it out, load the weapons in, and then maybe snap it back in somehow. And of course, we've got, for the first time on screen, we've got the space toilet. Oh, I think we may have interrupted Mando. Perhaps we'll give him a moment. Okay, so as I was saying, well, you get the idea. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the accessories that Hasbro provided here. They gave us a bunch of detailed bags to hang. And the cargo net is nice soft goods. And we just get another quick look here at the space toilet. Grogu's little sleeping area. Thank goodness it's got ventilation. I can't imagine. There's this little bedroll. And down below there's storage. It's pretty bare in there, but a little cavity in there to store stuff. And the floor detailing looks awesome. There's everything all closed up, nice and neat. Little detailing on the ceiling. And here's the largest removable panel. We'll just flip it over. And everything you see now is permanently attached. And then these are the accessory bags that you can hang. Now a quick peek at some front end detail. And as you can see, Mando's a good fit. The scaling in the cockpit looks pretty much bang on, I guess. Maybe a little tight, but definitely works. Seating for 3. And we've gone ahead and removed all the panels we could on this side. So we'll just take a quick run down the back of the ship with the panels removed and all the detail it reveals. Lots of detailing on the engine compartments. No paint apps, oddly enough, but very highly detailed. May have to do some custom painting in here, we'll see. And we've got the big plate removed on the back. I left the escape pod in there, just so you can see how that lays out. Removable panel for the guns. You can pop the gun up. We'll take another run at that panel. This time I've removed the escape pod, just so you can see all the exquisite detail they chose to put in here. And on the other side, I've removed all the panels. And we'll get you a peek at those exposed areas of the ship. And again, no paint apps, but very highly detailed. I may have to do some painting in there. Some weathering at least. And as you can see, these panels expose the ship's superstructure, allowing us to see right through to the interior. And just a different angle of that panel. A little more detail, different angle on that panel. And here's the escape pod. We've taken it apart. That's the inside of the top lid. There's the very bottom. We'll flip that around. Lots of sculpting, but again, a lack of paint apps. And there it is, all back together there. The blocks hang beautifully. Really bring it to life here. And the freeze chamber easily holds a block. You can close the lid on that and it'll hold it just fine. So here we go now. I'm going to give you a series of stills. Mando wants to check his cargo. Everything's in order. Him and Kara planning on taking off. Oh, what's this? They heard something. Mando instructs her to go in and secure Grogu and maybe get the ship's engines warmed up. He wants to check it out. It's a very strange noise. He has no idea what it could be. Sounds like it's coming from everywhere. Kara's gonna carefully start those engines up. Mando's getting a little bit of a bad feeling. Checking around. Noises are coming from everywhere. Kara sees something on the sensor, tells Mando to check his left. Oh, and Mando found out what the noise was and makes a run for it. He doesn't want to be this creature's next meal. Mando decides to dive headlong into the ship. and quickly tries to close the hatch. And denies this creature its next meal. He searches frantically for him. Hears a sound in the engine. Thinks Mando must have gotten into the engine. He's checking it out. Decides he wants to take a bite of that engine. Thinks his meal must be in there. He can hear some noises. Kara activates the engine. Says chew on this. Now he's hungry and angry. She's firing up the second engine. Mando wants to see if it's having any effect, but the creature wants to bite the tail of the Razor Crest. Get us out of here, Kara. Razor Crest slips away. Creature's denied his meal, and Mando can take it from here. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.